I'm Chris from Radio Games, and this is another explanation video where we show you games that are coming out under our flag. As you can see from our recent releases, we're big fans of the retro platformers genre, and I'm happy to announce another great production in this category that we are pleased to bring you. It's time for Inukari Chase of Deception by Inukari Games. Before we outline the story in the game, it's worth saying a few words about the studio itself, because as is often the case with indie developers, there's a story full of passion and love behind the project. Kai Kieśnik, CEO and founder of Inukari Games, says, "Video games are my life. There's something that I've building up my whole life around. My first memories have been connected with video games. Like being 3 years old only, I put some modules into an Atari console and I've been playing ski in snowy landscape. Or how I was with friend and played in 2-gamer mode Chip and Dale and was just jumping around in the levels, building up some metal blocks who had their rudimentary physics into big towers. To me it was just natural that I wanted to be more than just a consumer. I knew it when I was sitting in the car from my parents and I've got my first book about video games development. My treasure, which I've been read about 100 times. To develop video games means a lot of hard work and the ability to self-sacrifice, but it's also a passion combined with joy. I hope that Inukari will bring you this joy when you play it. Thank you so much for this chance." With this approach and respect for old school and the beginnings of the video games, Inukari Chase of Deception was made. With big connection to the Nintendo Entertainment System period, Inukari Games have created a game that pays tribute to the old classic platformer games. The game is set in a modern world where faith no longer plays a role. People have moved away from harmony with nature and bet on modern prosperity. The same goes for the gods, spiritual guardians in the form of animals. Forgotten and rejected, they began to retreat into the shadows. The main protagonist of the game is Inukari, a forest guardian who has stopped believing in her mission and her powers. But one day she wakes up by loud and desperate prayer of one of the people. As it turns out, something bad is happening in the forests. Rage and anger are taking over and putting a dark layer on all of the animals. Inukari, with the help of her blades, must now clean up nature piece by piece and find out what really happened and defeat the threat. Inukari Chase of Deception is a game that directly relates to the 90s era. It consists elements that aim to capture the gaming experience of that period. It's a run and jump platformer that focuses on simplicity and smooth gameplay. Player starts the game without any unnecessary tutorial, learning the game systems during the gameplay itself. Thanks to that you can start playing and immediately get into the flow of movements. Many enemies can be defeated with one strike, and they play the role of the obstacles that you must avoid either by fighting or movement. The game focuses on fluidity and agility in completing stages within total 24 levels divided into 3 worlds. The highlight of these worlds are thematic boss battles, realized in classic way, with a long health bar to beat and some tactics to figure out. Inspirations for all this came from games like Chip and Dale or Ninja Gaiden. In order to conquer them you have to memorize certain moves and sequences, but if you get the hang of it, you're into that flow that is rewarding to you. Inukari has levels built in the narrative structure, but mechanics of run and jump platformers are so open that they give you an instant feedback. That's why the game also offers the speedrun mode after completing the first level. This mode allows you to skip the dialogues in the story so you can just enjoy playing without interruptions. Last but not least, the aspect that completes the whole experience is the audiovisual setting. The whole adventure comes to life in stylish pixel art way, which gives the game an amazing atmosphere. On the other hand, the music, composed specially for the project, stimulates the player in the right moments, while in the other moments it allows him to relax and immerse into the game world. Inukari Chase of Deception is a project we've enjoyed it incredibly and we're excited to bring it to the new platforms. The developer behind the game puts a lot of heart into this project and you can see and feel it from the first time you play the game. Inukari comes out on Nintendo Switch and Xbox consoles on 18th March 2022, and we can't wait to hear your feedback on that one. We hope you're gonna really enjoy the game. Thanks for watching this video, leave something behind in the comments section, follow us on socials, and see you in the next material.